Welcome to the Thomas
and Haley Show by doing everything blind.
Good Sunday afternoon, YouTuberinos. Welcome back to another episode of the Thomas and Haley Show. I hope all of you are doing well and swell on this Sunday fun day afternoon. Thomas, Haley, and Chris here. And now I'm gonna give the microphone over, the virtual microphone. I wish I had a microphone. That would be cool. Anyway, I'm gonna turn things over to Haley now, and we'll get started.
And we can't start without that.
No, we cannot.
As usual, welcome back to the show, babe.
Thank you.
Charging 100%.
Shut your face.
And welcome to the show to Thomas's device at 100% charged. No. So today we are going to share some methods of some positive distractions that can help you in the time of need when it comes to dealing with a breakup.
Yep.
Whether if it's the person broke up with you, or if it was mutual, or you breaking up with them, it could still hurt just as bad. So we want to share some, positive distractions that can, get your mind off of the terrible time that you had during that moment of your life, and open up a brighter path for you in the future.
Yep. Absolutely.
But of course, before we start doing that specifically, don't forget to subscribe to Doing Everything Blind, because that's where this show is. And turn on all the notifications. You can get the other content that Thomas does, plus the content for this.
And of course, subscribe to Haley's wonderful channel, Talented HV. And of course, subscribe to Chris's wonderful channel, Low Vision Technology.
Thank you for the plug.
And of course, subscribe to the Burpees channel, Keenan and
Yes.
Mag, and Daniel Summerall Productions and Nikki Wonderlick. So yeah. And that's NIKKI Spice. WNDERLIC to the H. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
He got it.
He got it down pat. So, can I start, Thomas?
Go ahead. Ladies first.
All right. Well, like I mentioned before, it doesn't matter if you're a female or a male. Everyone's emotions matter, and of course, you don't want to feel hurt for the longest time or forever, or at least it might seem that way to you. So you want to distract yourself in many positive ways. So one of those good examples would be hanging out with your friends, or going to see like a favorite movie with your friends, or even going to the bar to get drinks or something. There's plenty of other options that you can do to distract yourself, and if you don't know how, of course you can talk to your friends, your family, or anyone who you trust, and they can give you some ideas or give you some encouragement, to get yourself to be positively distracted from your breakup.
Let's see. Or another idea you can do
is drink. No, I'm just kidding.
I sort of said that, but yes. Go ahead, babe.
If you're involved in a church, doing activities at the church or with the church is a good idea too. Like being a mentor.
Right.
Holding a Bible study class for like teenagers and kids. Go and volunteer at a local homeless shelter or something like that.
There you go.
Or even if you don't go to church, it might be a good idea for you to start looking into going to one, because it might be a rough time of your life, whether if it's a breakup or any other reason. And anyone that's there to listen to you, it's besides your family and friends, God's always listening to you. He's never stopped working. Quoting one of my favorite songs, Waymaker. I love that song. That's sort of irrelevant, but I just want to bring that up. He's always listening to you. He's always hearing you, and of course, you can always pray to him to hope and please, I want life to be better for me, and help me find the right person, or make me to a better person for someone to want me, kind of thing.
Right.
Exactly.
And make sure that you have a good support system, because
Yes,
it's important that you have a good support system, and also never get into a relationship right after a breakup, because
No.
you do need time to heal, and rebound relationships are very unhealthy. They're unhealthy. So
Now, of course, it depends on how long after the breakup, which it's different for everyone. Like, if you think you're over your previous relationship after a month and a half, like I was, then that's okay. If it takes you like a year or a couple of years to get over it, that's okay too. Because any kind of pain, it just takes time for it to heal and go away.
Yep.
like for me, like, it took me all summer to get over through. It took me all last summer to get over through the breakup, and the whole time I was thinking, I just want to be happy again. I just want to stop thinking about her. And here we are 10 months later, and I don't even give her a thought. So,
There you go.
but at that time last summer when I was going through it, I just, every day, she was on my mind. Every day I was wondering, what is she doing? What is she up to? I miss her so much, and all this bullshit. And my positive distractions were audiobooks. I went back to reading contemporary romance audiobooks. So those were my positive distractions. But it was really hard, and I went through it on my own. But obviously I got through it, and yeah, it did take me all summer to get over the breakup. And I'd say, I'm trying to think how long it took me to get over it. A few months. I thought it was going to take a lot longer because we were together for over a year, but it only took a few months for me to get over it. By December, say November, December. By December, meaning obviously a couple months ago. By December, I was over the breakup. But it's different for everybody. Luckily, I was fortunate. It only took a few months for me to get over it. I thought to myself, oh no, this is going to take a long ass time because we were together for over a year. But luckily, it only took me a few months to get over the breakup. So, but everybody's different. And one thing is, you can't force your heart to heal. Your heart will heal when it's ready to heal. So. But never, don't get into a relationship a day after or a few days after, or
I know some people that have done that,
or a couple weeks after your breakup, happens, because like I said, rebound relationships are
they're not
healthy
for you. Again, I know a few people which they're gonna be remain nameless, but I know some people that have done that. I don't know if they still do, but back in high school days and such, that happened quite a bit with people.
And a positive distraction can mean anything. Maybe you might be asking yourselves, what is a positive distraction? It can mean anything for you. Spending time with family, going to church, listening to music, drinking beer. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it could.
Or spending time.
Or maybe writing.
Or writing
stories or songs. Like that's what I did. Like for instance, like the song "Why" that I wrote. Again, it's not about my relationship with my ex, but it inspired me to write it, to basically I'm over him, and basically I could write a song just based on about my experience with him, move on. That's
so a positive distraction can mean anything for you.
Yeah.
It can mean anything.
What were we gonna say about that?
Oh, I'm just gonna ask, why do y'all think people backtrack to old relationships sometimes?
Well, because that's an easy one. Because some people miss their ex, but there has to come to a point where you say, if you've been hurt before, there has to come a point where you're like, okay, you know what, I've been hurt enough. I'm not taking her or him back ever again.
I would say it's just the simple, maybe the small chance of guilt, despite how bad they hurt me, I feel like I do belong with them, just even though that they clearly are not showing any sign of respect to you, whether if it's physical, physical respect, not abuse or anything, or verbal respect, or mental, or anything that involves emotions or mental respect, because Because, of course, a lot of, not just guys, but girls too, a lot of people, they don't think about those things.
No, they don't.
Whether they're the one that got hurt or whether they're the one that's doing the pain. Like, no one thinks about that.
And some people take their exes back just because they want to be in a relationship, and that's a shitty reason to take your ex back. Like, you know, like the last person I dated, who is going to rename nameless, but the last person I dated, I gave her chance after chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. Why? Because I loved her. But there finally came the day where I'm like, fuck it, you know what? I'm done with her for good. And that day came back on June 15th of last year. I broke up with her for good back on June 15th of last year. So, yeah.
My time from my the second relationship I was in, because the first one that didn't happen because of me or him. It was due by his parent. But the second relationship I was in, I ended it because I just got tired of him disrespecting me, not really seemed to really give a damn, and felt like I was pretty much doing everything. So I ended it on August 25th of 2021. And then a month and a half later, I found this handsome chocolate bar. I mean, Chris.
Well, yeah.
I got carried away. Sorry, but
well,
but yeah, no. That's that was basically like my situation. But yeah, just after a month and a half, I was just ready to move on.
Screw it, I'm ready to go.
And plus, he didn't. And plus, again, he never before I cut him out and blocked him and such. He never said sorry. He never said I'm sorry for hurting you or nothing. Because if he would have, I probably would have forgave him. And, like, we could have worked on things, but he just kept saying, "But baby, I love you." That's all he said. He didn't say I'm sorry for hurting you or nothing. So I was like, wow, yeah, I can't do this. So month and a half, I was hurt. But then after that, I was like, you know what? I'm ready to move on. And then, of course, around that time, that's when I was asking Chris about the whole age gap thing that would bother him. He basically said, no. And then, of course, the 16th of October that year, I got with him, and we're happily engaged, and we pick on each other, of course, so we would think things would be weird and wrong if we didn't. so yeah, I'm happy. So.
And I just want to throw this out there, guys. If you're having dreams about your ex, it's normal.
It is.
You know, if your relationship ended and you're still having dreams about your ex, maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 months later or whatever, that's normal. Because I dreamt about her, the last person I dated, it was consistent almost every night after I broke up with her for good. Almost every night, almost every night, I had a dream about her. I don't dream about her anymore, but every night I would have a dream about her, either us getting back together or breaking up. So it was really annoying because it wasn't helping the healing process. So it is normal. It is normal, y'all. Oh, y'all. No.
Oh, y'all.
Y'all.
Yeah.
It is normal to have dreams about your ex when a relationship ends.
It is. What were we gonna ask for?
I'm curious to know. I wonder why that happens.
I guess it's just the simple fact
that it could be an unfinished business.
That, or you might have thoughts of like, what if, like talk about the what ifs. Like, I wonder what would have happened if I would have stayed, and if how far we would have gone, or if not, what would have happened, or if I would have gone back, like,
or maybe it's
what kind of regrets I would have had, that kind of thing.
Or you might just be missing them.
That too.
Yeah, it could be that simple. Yeah, it really could be simple.
And it's interesting because when we were together, I never dreamt about her. So, I don't know.
Never?
Nope.
Huh.
Interesting.
Nope. So,
What about you? What about you, babe? With the last well, I guess you might as well say, because I think you said on like the second serious relationship that you had. If I remember that correctly. When you were with the first person that was classified as a serious relationship, like, did you dream about her after y'all broke up, or what kind of pain did you deal with, and how did you get over it?
Not really, no.
Not really, no to the dreaming part.
To the dreaming part, yeah. Because you know what, I said screw it. It won't meant to happen.
Right.
So it didn't hurt you that bad of like why the hell did she do that? Like she could have communicated with me. Nothing.
Nope. Not really. Because the thing is, I didn't let it happen. You gotta.
That's also true.
You gotta learn how to confront that and control those feelings, because if you let that happen, that's going to destroy your life. It could.
Yeah.
That's also true, because I've heard of stories where someone would be so hurt, so distraught over a relationship that they would be in end, like, even though it would be like 10, 20 years like previously, and they're still hurt about it. Like why do you feel this way? Like that happened like 20 years ago. I know, but I dreamed about being with him or with her for forever, and it still hurts. I'm like, okay, like we need to help this person. So I never actually met anyone that's been like that, because I honestly wouldn't know what to say, because that's never happened to me. But
Teenagers, though.
yeah, with teenagers, they believe, like, when they get into their first relationship, like in middle and high school, they think, oh, that's the love of my life, which, I think if you think about it, I guess in like literal terms and technical terms, I suppose, that's technically not really the love of your life, especially if you've only been together for, like, I don't know, let's say a couple months.
But anyway,
and could I please finish? And then of course y'all break up for whatever reason, and they're hurt and all. It just depends on. It doesn't matter really how old the person is. You just gotta take time to yourself, take some time to heal from the breakups, and love and respect yourself more before you get into another relationship.
Yep.
You gotta love yourself before you can love somebody else.
Right, exactly. Exactly. But anyway, so getting back to positive distractions, like I said, it can be anything. You know, maybe you enjoy listening to audiobooks, maybe you enjoy going out to eat. A positive distraction or positive distractions can mean anything.
Like a walk in the park. If you have a dog, take your dog for a walk. Something like this.
So that's
or even
that.
just peace and quiet would be simple enough too. Like if you think I need to get my thoughts back together, so let me just take a nap, or just sit in a room with no noise at all, just like to meditate or anything, that can help too.
Oh, and this is really important. Don't let anyone tell you, oh, you need to move on, or oh, you should move on, because they don't have a right to tell you that, because only you will know when you're ready to move on.
They can suggest to you, whenever the time is, it's probably best for you, to try to move on. But of course,
camera and microphone in use.
You need to do it now. No, it's they can suggest to you it would be best for you to move on, but of course, it's up to you and your own emotions and all. I'll move on when I'm emotionally ready to do so.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. So,
0 hours. Stop button. Stop.
Shut up. We hope you guys enjoyed this video, and y'all stay tuned for tonight's burpee chug video. And that. Make sure feel free to subscribe to my channel, Doing Everything Sighted. Just kidding, Doing Everything Blind. Talented HV, Daniel Summerall Productions, Nikki Wonderlick, and Keenan and Meg, and Low Vision Technology LVT.
Yep.
Y'all.
Bye, guys.
Take care. Well, guys, thanks for watching the Thomas and Haley Show. We sure hope you have enjoyed it.
Please like, comment, share, and turn on all notifications for Doing Everything Blind so you will not miss any episodes of the Thomas and Haley Show. And we'll see y'all next time.